when grandma starts talking to those white kids, her voice is clear as day.
Do you know what, Nicole? I never stopped believing in Santa. And you don't have to stop either.
Now, maybe she's code switching.
I was just about to say. And then she goes to the black kid and goes,
because when she talking to white kids, her punctuation is clear. Right. She's talking nice. She said you can understand her. Right. But when she goes back to talking to Ricky, she starts all that gibberish shit again.
Great grandma, you always know just what to say.
What?
even my man like, what the DTmerch.com is up and we got plenty of stuff for it. We got all kind of stuff now, from mugs to coasters to stickers to caps, hoodies, and we got the shirt of the month. Don't forget Pixie. Pixie's going to be our shirt designed by Teresa Rockabirdie. It's going to be up for the rest of December. Ooh, and we're going to start this out. We're going to start this out big. So, Bart Simpson, Ariel the Mermaid, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, the Black Power Ranger, Ron Howard's brother,
Clint
Howard, Luke Skywalker, they all get together to make a Christmas special. Now that shit has got to be the greatest Christmas special ever made.
Mark Hamill's in this shit?
With all these legends up in here, man.
Oh my God.
Yes, people, this has got to, if nothing else, it's gonna be one hell of a party, right? So this incredible project, it disappeared after about 3 or 4 showings on some WB Warner Brother affiliate stations out there. It was just too great. It was just too awesome.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't release that much awesomeness in the world all at once.
No, they put it back in some vault somewhere. Said, people's heads gonna explode with this. No,
Sure.
we can't do this every year like they do with these other regular ass Christmas specials out there. So, but thanks to the internet, thanks to the magic of the internet, Rap City Street Kids believe in Santa, and the internet believed in this special right here. They found it, they put it out there for everyone to see, and it did go on to achieve legendary status.
Just like Santa.
Santa Claus?
Duh! You know the very important man.
People, you see why they couldn't release this awesomeness to the world on a regular yearly basis.
Jesus.
Yeah, people, if you haven't heard about this, you have now. And a lot of people have. For some reason, and I'm mad at y'all. How come you didn't tell us about this years ago? For real. It's been all over everywhere. Y'all just not telling us about this, keeping this away from us.
They slide, boy.
Yeah, but y'all slipping and sliding right now. But people, this is Rap City Street Kids Believe in Santa. What they were hoping was going to be an instant new Christmas classic. So I mean, you're looking at this, you're like, how? And all these characters and names that you talked about, are they really a part of this? Are you messing with me? No, listen, everybody, the story behind, like, I hardly ever do this when it comes to doing a bad movie roast. We'll do a little setup and then we'll jump into it. But there's an incredible history behind this
You can't
movie.
have this much talent and then look at that garbage on the screen without knowing what the story is. You're like, I gotta know how this happened.
And folks, before I even say anything, because I can't give you the whole detail of it. I mean, that'll be a whole other show, whole other podcast. But if you want to know more about this, Polygon has an awesome article about the history of this. This person, Adesh, but I ain't gonna say his last name, but they went and they actually did some investigative reporting and research on this and was able to track down a lot of information about the history of Rap City Street Kids. So this was created by producer, director Colin Slater. If you look at the IMDb page, Colin Slater, it says here that he produced 2,000 hours of television and film. But you wouldn't know that, or you wouldn't know if it's true or not, because, well, first of all, he's dead. He died of a stroke back in 2019. And then if you also look at the page, all you see is Rhapsody Kids and 3 other lame ass titles up here.
You sure he didn't die of a stroke before he made this movie? Because that would make sense.
He died after he watched the finished product, probably. What? Yeah, man. So it's hard to tell if any of this is in his bio on his IMDb page is true or not. Within this 2,000 hours of producing film and television, and he did work on some animated projects before, but what he did not like is outsourcing the animation overseas. It was expensive and it was too long for him. For him to do this dream of his, he wanted to do it on his own. He wanted to do it for a much more affordable budget. And he wanted to make it also localized. You know, he didn't want to have to ship anything off to speed up the process. And he looked and he searched and he finally said, Eureka! Oh my God, hallelujah. I found it. This is exactly what I'm looking for. He found this new piece of technology that had just come out at the time.
Crayons?
Yeah. Markers, man. Come on.
Yeah, give him some credit.
Yeah. He did find a solution. So what he did was, with this holy grail of animation programs that he found, he got himself together a team of, he found an artist that he knew before, a guy that he talked to backstage from a Beetlejuice show at one of the amusement parks, I guess at what do you call it, Universal.
Oh, yeah.
Got himself together a art director, got himself together a musical director, got himself 2 producers who put their money into this, and got a shitload of impressive voice talent out there, as you heard me list off, which we will be talking about later on as the show goes on. Who are these talents? We'll let you know as we go on. But with all the problems, I'm sorry, not all the problems, but with all there were problems to be had. But before that, with all the talent that he had, you know, and assembling this team of creative people, by all means, just by the voice talent alone, this should have been a hit. But the real problem was, first of all, the script was terrible. But more than that, the program that he tried to use to produce this on a cheap budget, it was called 3D Choreographer. And here's a little bit of it right here. This is the program that he saw and said, this is not only going to make my production cheaper and more efficient, it's going to revolutionize the animation process. I am a trendsetter. I am a leader in the new right now. And there it is right there, 3D Choreographer.
What year is this?
This is 1994. Now, the thing with this program right here is that it was meant for people with no animation experience to make simple animations for PowerPoints or CD-ROMs, or just, you know, if you're a kid and just want to make something for stupid fun. Yeah. You know, that's what this was meant for. It was never meant for a movie. It was never meant for somebody to take this and say, I want to make the next animated Christmas classic. It was never meant for professional use. But he went in and forced everyone on his production team to use this, thinking that he was starting an animation revolution. People said, please, for the love of God, don't do this, man. Please. And he says, no, you just don't see my vision.
Right.
He was hell-bent on using this. Needless to say, that revolution never happened. But he did give us this wonderful Christmas present here that, after I've seen this, I have to say I get the feeling that I'm going to be enjoying this every year. It's going to be the gift that keeps on giving for me. Boy, to get into this, and we'll talk about the story, give you more history on it as we go along, all kind of stuff, man. All should be revealed as we go. But let's go ahead and jump into the movie itself. Rhapsittie Street Kids. Believe in Santa. They were going to call it Rhapsody because if you look at it, it's spelled RAPSITTE. they tried to name it the right way, but there was already something called Rhapsittie Street Kids.
Yeah, I read they were going to call it something even else before that, and something else had a similar name.
It was a British comic that had that.
Yeah,
and instead of just trying to think of something completely new, they said, well, just make it sound similar to those because lazy. So so that's why it has that crazy name on there. But let's get into Rhapsittie Street Kids Believe in Santa. And people, boy, that from frame one, the first frame of this, they waste no time showing you how shitty this animation looks. Boy, that one snowflake, a simple snowflake, looks like a bad video effect. It's almost like that snowflake is warning us to leave now. Get out of here.
Lego ass train going by.
Yeah.
that flat train.
Yeah,
That flat train. But a lot of people, see, here's the thing. A lot of people don't have the eye that you are. I have, Martin. Even Billy over
I
there.
have eyes.
Yeah.
I mean,
But a lot of people don't have the eyes that we do. You know, a lot of people, you know, especially because people look at me and they'd be like, oh, Corey, you know, yeah, you got a background animation, so of course you look at everything with your nose up in the air and being like a snob, you know. But so you know, no big deal, right? But once you get a good look at this town, you know, the rest as the movie goes along, get to see more of the environments, you know, those stiff camera movements that we have up in here. You know, these artifacted edges over here. You will look at this and surely start to feel that something is wrong. Okay, you still don't see anything. That's fine. You know,
with that haunting off-brand Tim Burton music or Danny Elfman or
yeah. But some people are like, man, Corey, look, man, it's just opening credits. Damn, let the movie start before you start talking shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, and again, the average person's not gonna see what you see, asshole. All right, you know, I get it. But when those credits are done, and we're finally in the town, we're mingling in the environment, and we're seeing other things and snowflakes and other stuff move, you know, I guarantee you, that's when everybody's gonna look at this and be like, oh shit. Boy, this looks so bad, even the clock slowed down.
Yeah.
The clock went,
What the going on?
Even time had to stop and be like, God damn. Wait a minute, hold on. We'll pick time back up. But shit, did y'all hear that clock? That clock said, whoa, 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 whoa,
I thought it was a
whoa.
raggedy ass bus making sounds.
Oh, hell no.
People, look at. Now, as Billy said, I know you got eyes. Shit, I know. This is where everybody sees the same thing. God damn it. You know, looking at these bad repeating texture patterns, these pixelated edges that they got on here, these flat objects like the snow right here contrasting with the actual 3D objects. People, this is slop.
Look at that street.
Oh, Corey, everybody is not a professional like you. And look, it's in perspective.
That's very, very forced perspective right there.
Be that as it may, their vanishing lines are correct.
Yeah, shit, I wish they vanished completely. The audience vanished after this.
Look at that street though, the big old line right there. I guess you know when you cross.
Yeah. This is all these repeating patterns right here. This is like Doom or something, you know? The kid's not even off the bus yet.
He came over the cluster.
Yeah, sure did.
Slid off the bus. All of them just slid. People sliding on the bus.
People, it only took a minute and a half to plunge into 3D hell. Like they're this small. You can already see how bad the animation is. Notice my man here in the gray shirt. Look at him.
It was the week before Christmas that
He's walking like he got a hernia or walking like his dick fell asleep or something.
Yeah, like this. So he walks like this. Like, yeah.
Maybe he's just trying to be cool. He's grooving to the
Yeah, you
music.
try harder.
Yeah. If the background characters, not important, ancillary characters, just hang out in the background. If they look that bad, imagine how bad the main character is gonna look.
I've been a good boy through the year, you better know it. Get ready, Santa Claus, to start decking the halls with gifts from my Christmas list.
Boy,
how is his Adam's apple floating beyond the rest of his neck?
You know what? I don't know, but I tell you, man, I looked at this and I felt so bad because, I don't want to think this way, but when I saw his face, it reminded me of this news story that happened almost 20 years ago. I saw his face and I said, damn, he looked like those Obama drunk face cookies from back in the day.
Oh, man.
Do you remember face cookies from back then? Y'all, there was a story from, some of y'all might be too young to remember, but when Obama got elected president for the first time, some dude in New York just took it upon himself and trying to be slick with it. Like, hey, what's wrong? I'm celebrating Obama. I'm just making
2008.
And 2008. People said, wait a minute, say that again. What are you making?
Drunken face cookies.
He said to me, would you like some drunken ads to go with your coffee?
Like that was normally like, what I do?
No, but she's like, that's what he said.
And she's kind of like, and I really wanted to say yes.
Yeah. Well, she's more so like, can I say this?
Yeah.
And this is so bizarre. I don't know how to feel about
She's
it. I already get it today.
She's like, I don't know how to say this, but that kind of sounds delicious. But my man looked like, that's what I'm sorry, but I saw it like, God damn, he's got the drunken face right there. And Rick, that character is named Ricky. He's our main character right here. We're getting to Ricky's story in a little bit.
Ricky, our main character.
The story of Ricky.
When they spend all the money on.
Yeah.
The weird orange ass eyes or whatever they call it.
And his boy, that's our main character, and his animation, boy, so y'all saw a close up of him. Boy, when you pull back and see that walk, his feet are not connected with any physical plane at all.
And they just slide.
Hey, never spin around. Maybe that's when we started tripping last week.
Boy, them clown feet just
clown feet was going like this.
Yeah, he just...
You had them penguins from
yeah.
Mary Poppins.
Feet ain't making no contact with anything.
It's like his feet are swimming.
Yeah. Boy, this is like, even Doctor Strange would be like, what kind of dimension is this?
Whatever this is bullshit.
Yeah. And of course he's black, so you heard him rapping.
Right.
So he's got to rap. He's got to rap.
Yeah. Off key too.
Just bad. And the guy who plays the character, we'll talk about in a little bit, actually wrote the lyrics for him. But the thing is, the animation is bad from a visual standpoint, but the music just makes it that much worse and weirder.
Electronic toys, video games, balls and bats. Please others, Santa, this is how I'm living. But if you...
It's like the computer saw this and start malfunctioning. Like, God, what?
Santa, this is how I'm living. Where's he going, by the way?
To hell, and he's taking us with him.
But he was walking there, now he's walking down a lonely side.
Well, I had this out of order too. But it's like everything in this movie is designed to repulse you. The movie wants to hurt you with visuals and sound. And playing Ricky here, as I told you, we would tell you some of the names are. Playing Ricky is the one and only Black Ranger, Walter Emmanuel Jones.
Zach, the Black Ranger.
Yep. It feels so bad watching this. Because from a production standpoint, but I just feel an ache for the characters. I just want to euthanize all of them because
we shouldn't exist.
Yeah, because even the simplest movies, the simplest movements that Ricky makes, it just looks so painful.
Oh hell no!
It just looked like he just got arthritis in every part of his body.
You see that cut though, because he's about to walk right through that basketball, and then it cut. And
this shit was.
Watch. See?
And that's one of the infamous things about this movie. are the weird cuts. Because because the animation program it's limited in what it can do.
Sure.
It's not meant for this shit. So they have to cut around it. And all the cuts are just jarring because those cuts are not supposed to happen because this is, they're not cutting from a normal filmmaking perspective. They're cutting around the flaws that they have, creating more flaws.
Good point. Excellent. The couple we walked through that basket.
There it is, do that bin. As with those minor little characters, those tiny characters that we had, if they look that bad, imagine how bad the main character is going to look. He looks pretty bad, Ricky. Now imagine if Ricky looks this bad, then just think how terrible the rest of the cast and characters are going to look.
Another day, another D at Rhapsittie Street Elementary.
I have to dress extra cute. Then Mommy schedules me for my own hair lady.
Bitch.
See her face? She's like, I'll be goddamn. You throw something at me.
And people, did you hear what they said? Another day at the elementary school. Y'all in elementary school?
Yeah, ain't elementary school.
Shit, y'all look like y'all in college right now.
I thought she was somebody's mom.
Yeah, he put that belly shirt on.
Yeah.
This chick's supposed to be 10 years old out here with her stomach all exposed.
18 years old.
Yeah. It's so terrible that I can't speak for everybody else, but I was looking forward to seeing how bad the rest of these characters are going to look.
It is fun when you first see them to see just how bad they are. It's just a point where it's like, okay, this is gonna be shitty. This is no getting around.
Martin, they told you from first snowflake.
They did.
They told you from frame one.
They sure did.
Snowflake.
From first snowflake.
And by the way, that snowflake stayed with him too, because they were proud of that effect.
Yeah,
because when he's walking and rapping by himself, that snowflake, that one big ass snowflake.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, because they probably seen Forrest Gump and they're like, hey, the feather, right?
Hell yeah,
the snowflake.
But man, that's the thing with this is that you start seeing all these bad characters and it just comes to a point where you just kind of submit and it's like, all right, I just want to see how shitty everything else is going to look.
Todd, come on. Ricky's going to decorate the tree.
Let's just see what Ricky Rodmaster can do.
Hey, watch me help him.
Boy. Okay. No, there he is. Got that hernia.
Yeah, got a wedding ring on.
He got puppet hands.
Yeah, he got some puppet hands.
They got these... The program allowed for you to bring in a format called a bitmap at the time. Now today, the equivalent of a bitmap would be probably a JPEG or a PNG, for people who know.
Yeah,
and so they tried to bring in like these 2D pictures of illustrations of snowman to mix in with the 3D backgrounds. And the problem with that is that the 3D characters can't interact with the 2D drawings or bitmaps, and so the characters they're trying to build snowman. So they're standing in front of these pictures of these snowmen, and they can't pat the snow down or anything. So they just stand in front of these pictures, just spazzing out. Just dancing and spazzing out, man. Since they can't
dancing in front of snowman.
They just in front of a snow, and I would say dancing, but they look like possessed dolls because their limbs just moving erratically.
Oh my God! Is she pop locking in front of it?
She's supposed to be building a snowman. She ain't supposed to be popping and locking. She's supposed to be.
She ain't building shit. She over there. She's over there bogus and shit. Look at
that snowman's like, what the f doing?
I bet you can't do this.
It looked like,
I got a special dance for you.
It looked like she got a, what do you call it, look like Step Up. She tried to do a dance battle with a snowman.
Oh, that snowman got served.
Yeah, exactly. That snowman got served.
You know, that's a man to say freak coming in there.
Yeah.
Dance like that.
And they try to make and so it's so limited that, in animation, the characters might sit there and blink and shift weight, or and when people are talking to them, they'll look around. At least the eyeballs are kind of moving around. This is so limited that if they don't do something, the characters are just standing there. So they just have the characters just do anything and try to make it part They try to make it part of the story. I'll give them that. They try to make it part of the story, but it sounds even weirder. Ricky out. So to give Ricky some business to do, Ricky just out in the middle of the woods just doing this shit. he just rocking.
Let the shit just kick in.
And by the way, you gave him too much movement.
Oh, that did?
Yeah, your arms actually have flexibility.
He with the girl, though. First of all, you see her head do that? Yeah. Versus that spot.
Yeah, but Ricky just out there just doing this until they come up and they just try to say, y'all stiff. And they say, look at Ricky rocking out. That get you. Watch it, man. Watch this.
Hey, Ricky, where'd you get the ratty old bear?
Ricky's on that shit.
He's like, look, man, there's an adrenaline shot in my pocket. Get it real quick. Help me, goddammit. Why y'all just came out watching?
He probably has music playing in his head the way he's rocking back and forth.
Cool. Hey,
no, he's just shittily animated like the rest of you. It's so bad that they even lost track of who was supposed to be talking.
I know.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
One of the bullies said cool, and actually they made Ricky's mouth move. Ricky said cool. Look, here, watch, look at this. Pay close attention.
The way he's rocking back and forth.
Cool.
Oh, no.
Here's something. This is what I found hilarious because sometimes it's everybody thinks, and the word ambition is a positive thing. They think having ambition is a positive quality. Sometimes you don't need that.
No.
Ambition would just make you look stupid. Ambition would just
having aspirations.
Having aspirations, yeah. Have you on the ass. Boy, so they were hoping to make this a Christmas classic. And of course, Christmas classics, some of the best of them, they have great music. You would even say they're a musical. Big mistake trying to make this a musical.
Oh, no.
Because if you have people, they try to make this a musical with elaborate musical numbers. You hear me?
Rapping or singing?
Singing.
Oh,
I mean,
but the singing is not the bad part here.
Okay.
The mistake they made is, listen, if you have a musical number, you're probably gonna have dancing, and you can't have no dancing when your characters look like they got rigor mortis going on.
Look at me, look, and you'll see the
You
best.
see all them crazy cuts?
You crazy. Oh my God.
And singing. Though you see and there are cuts where it looks like there's like a creeper looking at her from across the room.
It looks like the POV of a stalker.
Yeah, like looking at her from the closet or something.
Right, like he's
sneaking up on her.
Yeah,
Closer.
Okay.
This is like this is slasher cam going on.
Look, and you'll see the best kid in
Arms going through her neck and shoulders.
the world. Look at me, look, and you'll see just how good I can be. 'Cause I'm
Now this song goes on for about 2 minutes, and that bitch don't move from that spot at all. She stays in that one spot. If y'all keep this going, she don't move at that spot at all.
But them cuts.
Christmas Eve.
But she works some arms in that leg right there.
She works that first position or second position.
Yeah.
That's all she got.
Old Santa will see. Don't you see? Look at me.
This goes on, I'm not lying, for about 2 minutes. I felt like it. She don't move from that spot.
My room's spotless.
I don't know how it is. You know.
Well, we can't animate dust.
Yeah.
The only time she does move from that spot one time. The only time she moves is when they try to make it look like she just said that. Is when she's this small, so they'll have to animate her trying to go around objects in this room.
Right. To show me like she was like, pot of rain or sashaying across the room, but it really just as she went across.
And folks, I told you we would reveal to you who these voices are. People, that is Paige O'Hara, who plays Belle from Beauty and the Beast, man, as the girl Nicole.
You can hear the voice, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tremendous.
And she's
talent.
a great singer, and I mean, look, the song is mediocre, but not because of her.
No.
She elevates it.
No.
Yeah, that's a great point.
The singing, and even the voice work is not bad. And like when I was watching the day before, and I thought we were going to do this yesterday. I only got to watch half, so I had the other half playing in the car while I was driving. And I was like, you know what? If you weren't looking at this, you're like, it's not even a good, but it's a mediocre Christmas special.
Yeah.
But to look at it, and the music, the music itself is just very tinny.
There's a sad footnote to this story here regarding the animation. So a couple of the producers who were involved in this, the director did not spend his money. He got a couple of guys who were just one of them was trying to get out of the family business. Another guy was trying to break into the business. And they gave the producer, the director, Colin Slater, they gave him, I think it was like together $600,000.
Jesus Christ.
Now, they were never allowed, and I don't know how they gave the money. They should have been able to force themselves into doing this. But they were not shown any of the production as it was going on. But when it was done, one of the guys, he had a party at his house, and he knew the thing was not going to be what he wanted it to be, but he did say, I achieved something. I was able to get this shown on national TV. He had a strained relationship with his father. Father had only been to his house a couple of times, or like one time before.
Oh, no.
He threw a party to invite all these friends and family over to see this, including his dad. This would be his second time coming to the house. That's how confident he was that, Dad is going to be proud of me. It came on, and then all of this started playing. And if you read that Polygon article, they said people's smiles just faded. And they would just everybody was trying not to look at each other. They just stiff. It's almost like they put porn on or something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. May as well have.
And my man's, the producer, he started turning red. He got about 15 minutes in before he just said, he ran to his room in embarrassment and anger. Oh. And he said that while he was in his room, he looked out upon the snowy night and he saw his dad's car screech out the parking lot and just peel away down the street.
Did he say, look at me? Just him look at me. I am special.
Yeah, he said, yeah. And I don't even know if they ever made if they were able to pay. One of the producers said, I'm going to pay this guy's family back. And I don't know if that ever happened or not. The other guys, there was two producers. The other guy didn't even show up. He said, listen, I got a copy of it. And enjoy yourself. He's like,
the guy who threw the party, did he see it? Did he screen it?
He did not get.
You don't ever do that, man.
Yeah, he did not get to screen this at all. So his partner though got a copy of it, a VHS copy, and he just said, you know what, just see for yourself. But I'm not showing up. And they said that this product right here exceeded all their worst nightmares.
Oh, absolutely.
Get back into animation, the adults look much worse.
True.
They got a teacher.
That didn't even seem possible.
It don't even seem possible, but they listen, don't ever underestimate this movie right here.
Right?
Because right when you think it can't get no worse, I give them that. They will. They will prove that they can. You talk about some ambitions going on and aspirations. If your aspiration to be shitty, they keep piling it on, man. They got a teacher named Miss Parmington, and when she's not looking like a robot.
Class, sit down. You too, young Miss Nicole.
Yeah, when she's not looking like, because again, whenever you don't think it could get worse, when she's not looking like a robot, she's looking like a sex doll. Look at this right here.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all
Okay,
have
children, I wish you all a wonderful holiday.
Look, these things look terrible. What crosses them over into like the creep factor or the uneasy factor? They all have the sex doll mouths.
Uh-huh.
And
the unblinking eyes.
Yeah. I was begging, just give me one expression, just one.
I guess those skills come later.
And I said, never do that again. I'll never do that again. Yeah. And she like, if this is a robot, she fused out at the end. She malfunctioned.
I guess those skills come later.
my
Well, it's funny
God.
because her whole time in that class, all she talks about is, I can't stand y'all.
Yep.
Go out to recess because I need a recess. Really, everything out of her mouth is that, ooh, I can't stand these kids. Even the principal comes in and go like, hey, how's it going in here? These
Yeah.
I can't stand
Yeah, she's like, I need a vacation to an island far away from you little bastards. Yeah, the adults are so bad, man. And again, people, right when you think it can't get any worse, ooh, I am so impressed that they can keep doing this.
The movie says, hold my beer.
Hold my beer, hold my computer, hold everything right there. I'm about to show you something. Yeah, they got characters that can't even, one of the simplest things to do in animation is a blink, y'all. A blink. You know, just this right here. They can't even do that.
Hi, sweetheart. I understand you can use a little extra Christmas cheer.
Oh, his eyelids got holes in them.
Yeah.
it's like a lizard person, man.
It really does. He does like a lizard.
Click, click, click.
or he's a robot and his eyes are taking his shirt.
And of course, you can't forget Grandma.
Oh shit.
Grandma who said, you gonna animate me like a robot? I'm gonna talk like a robot.
Isn't that what Santa does? It was from my heart.
Oh, see, for the
Shit, Grandma's obviously Klingon or talking some Star Wars language or something.
I told you, it felt like the program just kept messing up and they were like, forget it.
Yeah,
No,
fuck
that's
it.
exactly what happened.
Oh, really?
I heard different.
What'd you hear?
Well, hold on, because this keeps going.
yeah.
She doesn't get it.
Oh, Christmas.
I thought she was healing it first.
I can't get the right. Forget it, man. We gotta get this out of here.
Yeah, last week we were talking about she sounded like Jabba the Hutt or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Christmas.
Solo.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
How?
There were times that I was actually worried for this character because she's just one of the neighborhood just stroking out.
Oh, see, for the kids nowadays.
She going into the wrong house, ain't her? You about to get shot. Oh, black woman wanted somebody's house.
Kids now. It's like, is she doing voodoo and shit?
Now, maybe you're right, because I don't know, because I thought that was the case, because people were assuming, and some people say they heard that the program was glitching out, because if you listen, it sounds like they're scrubbing through audio. Like if you work with a editing program, when you scrub through audio, it sounds like this.
Right.
Oh, see, for the
Now,
It's like somebody's like wheeling it.
yeah. Now they went and talked to Deborah Wilson from Mad TV and a few others. She's done some video game voices for like Star Wars, that Last Jedi game.
Yeah, and what's the Nazi sci-fi horror
Oh,
game?
that was her in that.
Yeah,
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein,
Yeah, that's right. That was her in that. So Deborah Wilson's doing a lot of voice work today. First of all, she said, "Oh yeah, I did do that." She forgot that she did this movie.
Mark Hamill said the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of these people are like, oh, I did that. Oh, if you say so, there's proof out there. Sure. She said, I don't even remember doing that. But as she started to recollect, she said the people asked her about the voice. And she said, they said, did you do that? Was the program glitching? The movie was acting crazy? And she said, no, that I did that on purpose. She said, now this is what she said. I don't know.
Okay.
She said that, they told me that Grandma was a little frazzled and, just kind of old and just talking crazy. So that's what I did.
Oh, see, for the
She doesn't get it.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna say to your point. Now maybe that's true, but Martin, I'm gonna call bullshit on this.
Yeah.
Because when Grandma starts talking to those white kids, her voice is clear as day.
do you know what, Nicole? I never stopped believing in Santa. And you don't have to stop either.
Now maybe she's code switching.
Yeah, that's right. I was just about to say. And then she goes to the black kid and goes,
Yeah, because when she talking to white kids, her punctuation is clear.
Right.
She's talking nice. She said you can understand her.
Right.
But when she goes back to talking to Ricky, she starts all that gibberish shit again.
Great grandma, you always know just what to say.
What? even my man like, what the?
oh, great grandma. You always know what to say. She probably says, shut the
Yeah, grandma trying to look nice in front of these white folks. That's what happened. So, what did you hear?
I read it in a couple places. It said that her audio file got corrupted.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Exactly. And they said they didn't catch it till it was too late, which makes me think that whoever was animating wasn't even listening. They were just going by the waveform.
Right, sure.
Animated that, and then by the time it was done, they're like, oh shit, and they were like, it's too late now.
You know what? Or somebody was like, it's so.
Now see, there's your sub alert.
Yeah, there it is.
I could take that. No, don't y'all even dare try to get it to me. I ain't playing that.
Somebody knew it was fucked up and just didn't want to work more.
That's what it was.
If I tell them about this,
somebody got it like,
I'm trying to go home tonight.
This is how they gave it to me. It ain't my fault.
And I didn't say shit either. Well, can you fix it? Say nothing.
If I say something, they gonna make me
They're gonna ask you to do it.
Oh shit, grandma
I'm trying to get home tonight.
Shit, grandma gonna talk just like this.
You just got to forever.
Yeah, grandma stroking the hell out, boy.
Hey, it was working yesterday. I don't know what
Understand that this is not the work of talentless, inept animators or hacks over here, man. These artists, they did the best that they could with what they had, the material and with the program. You know, they were being asked a lot. And it wasn't that many animators anyway, but they were being asked a lot on this production right here.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, because so the way those characters were really supposed to look, and it was very ambitious, but that's the drawings, or the drawing that this, the characters that this is, those models are taken from. And they were being asked a lot because they were asked to take those pictures that you see right here, these drawings, and they were asked to render them in this program, which, by the way, it's not even the program's fault. The program told you it is not meant to be used for this so-called professional production that you're trying to do. It's meant to be very much user-friendly for the amateurs out there.
You're right. The program's like, I told you, I can't fly a plane.
Yeah. And the program creators of 3D choreography, they even tried to work with them because it's so limited that you're only allowed a few pre-rendered characters in there and sets and animals and props. So in order to get that, they couldn't, because the artist told them, they said, listen, we can't render these models in this program. That's not what it does. So they sent these pictures off to the creators, and for a price, they went and just made those for them, custom made them for them.
Okay.
The fault lies solely with the director, Colin Slater, who he tried to work too cheap, and he tried to force this into something that it couldn't be. You know.
Put that square peg in that round hole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this shit work. Goddamn.
Yeah. So you get for trying to work cheap. You know, and and the program, you know, like the program creators, man, they did as much as they could with what they had, and they just told them, like, look, you don't have to use what is pre-written in the program for the rest of everything else, because they couldn't do it all for them, man. So they had to go and use some of the stuff for certain scenes that they had written, like they go to this junkyard, and the junkyard is protected by these junkyard Cheweenies. first I thought they just won't even use them, man. You know, but then there they go.
Okay, so they couldn't put them in the same scene with the kids running.
He's running.
Oh, well,
I mean, sliding while they're doing cartwheels.
Yeah.
Not cartwheels, but jumping jacks.
Boy.
That blonde one was terrible. She was
in pain running. Look at it.
No, before that.
Oh, when they were running with
the wide shot.
Dogs, run!
Yeah. They're after us, I think.
So that's like a junkyard where they just put up speakers of dogs to scare people off.
It would have been better doing that.
They do restaurants with the fake owl sounds.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the birds don't come by.
Yeah, these look like cheap knockoffs of Slinky the dog from Toy Story or something, man. You say, well, Corey, you always say that it's not about the animation. It's the story. If you get the story right, you can look past a lot of things. Even looking at this, that would be a lot to ask. But you are correct. If you can make a good story, then a lot of this that you see right here, maybe, just maybe, you can look past that. The story does have a lot of entertaining moments in here. Again, for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
But the thing about the animation in this, it takes a bad story and makes it just weird now.
It does.
Which kind of makes it better.
It makes it memorable.
Yeah.
Like had it been good animation, you would have watched it once and never thought about it again.
Oh, I'm so fascinated by this. I'll be watching this once a year. I'm just gonna have like a shitty Christmas special night where I just watched Kirk Cameron and this. But the story here, which we haven't told you, the story here is that Ricky. So Ricky is really into this chick at school. And for Christmas, he wants to give. He's really into this white chick, man.
Oh boy,
Nicole.
I knew it. I was like,
yeah, he's really into this white chick. And so for Christmas, he's on this white girl that he wants to give her the teddy bear that his dead mama gave to him. He even goes home and looks at that picture and says, "Mama, this white girl's so fine.
I just love her so much.
I just love her so much. I'm gonna give her the bear you said never to give away to anybody else when you die."
Mama, I miss you big, so I'll give this bear 'cause of love.
Oh my God.
Wait, where'd it go?
He kissed a vagina and shit. Yeah.
You can't do that anymore.
Again, he's trying to kiss her hand. I don't know what's happening, but they can't animate them interacting with each other
I
right.
thought he was bowing, but now it looks like he's trying to go down on her.
Yeah, so yeah.
I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
Sure.
No, it looks weird, man, because they can't make the characters bend and move in a way that makes them naturally interact with each other. You know, like I say, they look crazy. You know, Ricky looking like a old Lego Rasta man and shit. So right here, you know,
all shorter than her.
Yeah, and so
she's like, oh. Bear?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing.
That is her reaction.
Oh, he gives her that bear, and of course, I mean, listen, I would say she's a bitch, but I mean, what you gonna do? She's like, I don't want this cheap shit.
Have you lost your mind? I can't even exchange this nasty old thing.
I mean, she didn't have to go off that bad, but it was still like, what the hell were you expecting, man?
Yeah, I know. But
damn old ragged ass teddy bear.
Well, he was clearly expecting her to go like, "Oh, this is wonderful."
Yeah. Because my dead mama said you could have it.
That music started up. Go ahead.
Well, just for all his talk of like, "Oh, I'm just trying to give you a lovely present. I think you're special." He's like, "I'm trying to get that ass."
Yeah, exactly.
She knows what he's doing.
Anywhere I can.
And she said, if you're going to try to do that, you got to give me something better than this. She promptly walks away and throws that shit in the trash.
Hey, brat, who do you think you are?
Damn.
She
jumped that shit.
Overhead.
Overhead, like she just made a touchdown. Yeah.
I guess he learned his lesson. You want some of this ass, you have to come more correct than that.
And then wait for him to even leave from earshot. Look at this. She wanted him to know she
Hey,
that shit.
brat, who do you think
take
you
that
are?
shit. But hey, you know what? It's Christmas, so of course, Nicole, yeah, she's got to turn around. You know, she can't be a Scrooge through the whole thing. So she finally sees the letter about Ricky saying, "I want to give something from the heart. Doesn't come any deeper than this bear, this teddy bear that my dead mother gave me, and I'm giving it to you, you bitch."
Even Nicole gave her my special bear that Mommy... Oh no, Ricky. What have I done?
Nah, you did the right thing.
No, I'll tell you what you did. You didn't let me finish when I gave you the goddamn bear. I could have told you. store in the first place. And now that I know that you're capable of behavior like that, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Shit, I wouldn't say that. Let's admit it, man. I feel bad for Ricky, but I don't know what the hell Ricky was thinking. He did this shit.
Hey, everybody's got to learn.
Yeah, he learned the hard way, didn't he? He sure did.
Boy, he did. And then some.
And after that, he became a hoe.
But that's not really weird, man. That's just, like I said, that's just kind of just stupid and sappy. Weird stuff comes with the rest of the characters. The bullies here. The bullies are not the worst. You know, they ain't murderers. They ain't Stephen King bullies. You know, they ain't out there trying to kill and maim people. They're just more mischievous. They just get on everybody's nerves, really. But still, in this school, no one does anything to stop them, man. You know, I always say I hate those movies. It's a big pet peeve of mine. Those movies where the teachers don't do anything to stop anybody because they're not around. You know, they come around at the last minute after somebody already got their ass beat.
You know, stomped out.
Stomped out, or they tore up the lunchroom or something. But
or had a big kung fu battle royale.
Yeah, in the school where they beat up the teachers. Not here though. The teachers are around, man, and they just sit in the back just not blinking, just watching all the shit go down. Because the thing is, listen, you can say I'm reading the things, but I think this school is racist. I think at least these bullies are, because Ricky's the only black kid at the school. And then they start harassing his ass, and they start teasing him and messing up his Christmas tree and everything. And then they tell him, yeah, you ain't gonna never be one of us, Ricky.
But don't get a swelled head. You're still not one of us, shrimp.
Uh-oh. Whoa! None of them teachers. Look at the teachers back there just watching, not doing a damn thing about it. All that racism going on, he done fell into a tree. They didn't run over there and try to do a damn thing.
You know you didn't want to say shrimp.
No,
You're still not one of us. Shrimp.
Yeah. I mean, there's just pictures of Ricky being drawn on the chalkboard, just making fun of him.
Why, thank you, Lene.
Look at this. That's you, Ricky.
Oh,
you
damn.
That's like a pickaninny picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, what's up with the Foppish McFop over here, the teacher?
I think he needs a principal.
He's the principal. And let me tell you something. Here's another thing. Speaking of these teachers, man, there's a lot of weird shit going on with them. Because right here, I don't know what's happening, but there's something odd going on with the kid's teacher and this principal.
And you too have a happy holiday, Ms. Parmington.
Has it's been another wonderful year in the Parmington household?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, they
exactly.
Or he's all wrong tree, sweetheart.
Yeah. No, they she's either trying to make him her kid's daddy, or she's about to tell his wife or some shit. But
yeah, it seemed like something went down, and now it's not cool.
Well, he's not cool with it.
And maybe she's trying to give him the message like, we ain't doing this no more.
We ain't doing it. Yeah, she's like, listen, you ask me one more goddamn time, I'll tell your wife.
I'm going home to my family where they will treat me well.
The Believe in Santa storyline is it's more of a subplot for one of the side characters. It's not like Ricky's not the one that's having a problem with Santa. She's trying to get some ass. This is this other girl over here.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, Nicole's friend. I forgot her name, but Nicole's friend is that's her storyline. She's not one of the biggest characters in the movie, but it's her and her father talking about Santa.
Movie sure does take a big detour for somebody who has not been a main character this whole time.
It sure does.
He's there because I believe in him. Right, Daddy?
But that's the best animation in the movie right there.
Actually, it's not bad, to be honest.
Yeah. It's the best thing they did in this movie.
Compared to what we've seen.
And by the way, that is another popular voice actor. That's Jodie Benson, who plays Ariel. And if you're wondering, speaking of popular voice actors, if you're wondering, where the hell is Mark Hamill? Y'all been talking about Mark Hamill's in this. Where is he? Boy, this was one of the easiest checks. I see why he forgot that he did this, because he came in probably for not a day. He probably came in for 15 minutes, recorded his lines, because he has, one scene?
Yeah.
He plays Nicole's dad, rich dad, who, like all rich dads, he don't give well, yeah, exactly. No, he gives a about himself.
It's a wonderful Christmas. I've got the most beautiful wife and daughter. And of course, they have the most handsome husband and father.
Me? Oh, wow. Yeah, he was. Boy, that was an easy check for him.
I love he's saying they're gonna have the most handsome husband and father. He doesn't chuckle afterwards.
Yeah,
no, not like, oh, what a joke I made. He's like, yeah,
no,
goddamn right.
Father.
Shit, Mark Hamill said, yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. Shit, Mark Hamill said, that's what you
all
get.
This shit.
Yeah, you know that's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know that's. I told you get 10 minutes.
Yeah, he better use them wisely.
It really doesn't sink in though how all these people in this until you see the end credits, because you see them all together. Like, you hear about it, but damn, when you just see those names together, you're like, how the hell did they pay these people? She's made for every girl and boy. And the names just keep coming. Like, after you see the actors and the musical talents come up. So nothing that defines us.
Peebo Bryson, I heard that.
Peebo Bryson.
I heard that voice.
Yeah.
Now,
because even that Christmas song they were playing earlier, I was like, I kind of like this song.
Yeah.
It sounds like a demo that you would give to Michael McDonald or somebody.
Yeah, and this is Peebo Bryson, because a lot of kids don't know who Peebo Bryson is. Shit. And I'm talking about a lot of you younger kids. You know his voice because, if you grew up on Disney films, then you probably even saw him. Just a little change. That was him saying with Celine Dion for the Beauty and the Beast theme. So it's like, damn, how did you get all these people in here? Not a matter of how did you get them, how did you pay these people? But then, like you said, that Xeno money came in, that Scientology bucks. So those names were so big because, when you look at this, one of the things that they did with this is they were so convinced that the names that they had attached were going to make this such a hit, such a classic, that they were positive. Oh, we'll be back. We'll be back for a sequel, but this time for a different holiday.
My name's Jenna, and I'll be back with the Easter bunnies.
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you will not. That Easter Bunny movie ain't came to fruition yet. But
they crucified your ass.
Yeah. Oh, and that's not even the last of it. The person that gets the last word is the person that can't even say words.
Finished, done, gone, over, adios,
Hey man, it was working yesterday when I put it on.
I love that. I mean, that's the last thing. That's the last dialogue you hear in this movie.
Finished, done, gone, over, adios,
L'chaim, I guess.
But she's dropping some knowledge.
Yeah.
I wish we could understand it.
Yeah, grandma with her country ass. Let her come in.
But the way at the end, it's some heavy shit she's saying too.
Hell yeah. It's the moral of Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just what we've all learned.
Just up for you to decipher it.
Finished, done, gone, over, adios, mahalo.
Those are you say l'chaim.
Right. Well, that's some deep shit she talking. The crazy thing is that they didn't make a sequel, but they did make another movie.
I was hoping you had this.
Oh, people, and this is how wild this is. So, so many crazy things with this. So that bunny movie never came about, but
really
they did. Yes, but they went from bunnies to dinosaurs. And I'm talking about how they get these people in here. Shit, they got some of them back. They got the biggest name back.
What?
Mark Hamill. Now, the thing with them doing this next movie is that they knew the animation was bad. At this point, they had enough criticism and enough people telling them how terrible this is. So I didn't stop them though. So this time,
we know.
Oh yeah, no. They said, well, we'll just tell the people that no, it's not just regular animation. This is a whole category of its own. Puppet tech, people.
Oh my God.
Presented in puppet tech. It's like
and glorious puppet tech.
And glorious. like brought to you in Technicolor.
Technicolor. I was gonna say Technicolor. No, we said puppet tech. Shit, that's that old shit Technicolor.
Yeah.
puppet? I'm glad you asked.
Yeah. Sit up here trying to convince us like this is a whole new technology.
Now who you bullshit?
I'm out of here with that. They made 2 movies with this program. Again, not the program's fault for how it looks. They told you straight up front what this was meant to be used for. But they did teach this in classes. You know, they did go to schools and have students make short films with them. And what happened is that they made a updated version where it was split off. It was split off for, technically, quote unquote, more professional use, and then one for students to use. Mm-hmm. And the students, when they took this and started making films, those films we're talking about 13 and 14-year-olds. Those films were way better,
I'm sure,
than the entirety of those 2 movies right there.
I hate life. I can't believe that I got fired from my job. What did I do wrong?
At least hey, listen, man, they got a girl talking about her feelings fighting Black Santa Claus.
Right. Black Santa Claus.
Doing
the Matrix move.
Matrix Kung Fu.
And looking serious, too.
With a real face.
Like she beat up a therapist.
Right, with a real face.
With a real head on it.
A real head on there, yeah. That's a real head, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real head. Yeah, they would take this. That was a big feature in
Black
this.
Santa Claus.
Beating up Black Santa Claus, talking serious about her feelings.
I hate life. I can't believe that I got fired from my job. What did I do wrong?
He goes down good, too. Ain't my fault you lost your goddamn.
If you are respectful to others, they will be respectful to you.
And Santa Claus learned a valuable lesson that day.
Got my way, yeah.
I like the way she was, like she's talking like she's pouring her heart out to this Black Santa Claus, and then she's beating the shit out of him at the same time.
Right.
I hate my life. I lost my job.
I hate you.
And Santa Claus ain't black. Yeah.
What you say? I hate my life because I lost my job. I'm gonna take it out on you, Black Santa.
Black Santa.
I hate life. I can't believe that I got fired from my job. What did I do?
Yeah, he does. He like he got shot.
He takes it at first and he's like, bitch.
Yeah.
She sucker kicked him.
I'm gonna watch that one more time. I love this.
Bringing me shit on layaway.
I hate life. I can't believe that I got fired from my job. What did I do?
Santa Claus was like, he thought she was talking like, he thought that she was trying to ask for help, and he's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, shit. You see when he started getting defensive?
Yeah, he's like, all right, now take it easy now. Santa ain't done nothing.
Tiana,
Tiana.
I hate life.
Hey, girl, wait a minute, what you doing?
I can't believe that I got fired from my job.
Oh, shit. He's like, this bitch don't kick me in the face.
Got his ass heels up in the air.
Yeah, he heels all up in the air, yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, listen, keep in mind, it's kids who made this. And for a kids program, kids are making it. Yeah, it was fine.
Hello, welcome to 3D Horror Video Effects Studio.
Island of Dr. Moreau shit.
Yeah, yeah. It is, right? Yeah. Hello.
That's more like the what is it, the walrus?
The walrus,
Justin
Long movie. Yeah, the penguin.
Yeah, you can make Hollywood effects in minutes.
Oh my God.
Dr. Moreau.
Man, these kids are like 30-something years old now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was made back in like 2005 when they started doing this. So, yeah, there you go, people.